When the Second Crusade ended in 1149, the Christian kingdoms in the Holy Land were weakened, but far from finished. The Knights Templar, though bloodied, returned to their fortresses with a new understanding. Conquering new lands was no longer realistic, but holding and securing their influence, that was still within reach. Throughout the 1150s and 1160s, the Templars focused on securing fortresses, rebuilding armies, and consolidating power across the region. Their castles, like Crac des Chevaliers, Tortosa, and Safed, weren't just military outposts. They became administrative centers, managing grain supplies, weapons manufacturing, and diplomatic communications with Crusader kings. Far from the battlefield, the Templars expanded their banking network in Europe. They provided secured financial services to nobles, merchants, and monarchs. By offering credit, storing treasures, and moving funds safely across kingdoms, the Templars became the preferred bankers of rulers like King Henry II of England and Louis VII of France. They also collected taxes for the papacy, making them one of the most politically connected institutions in Europe. By the mid-12th century, their symbol, the Red Cross on white, represented not just warriors but influence, wealth, and control. Meanwhile, the Muslim world was fractured by rival dynasties and competing religious factions. In Egypt, the Fatimid Caliphate struggled with internal coups, economic failure, and military weakness. In Syria, Nur ad-Din, a powerful Sunni ruler, controlled Damascus and Aleppo but faced resistance from rival warlords and city-states unwilling to submit. The Muslim world was a patchwork of city rulers, tribal leaders, and dynastic enemies. Few believed unity was possible, but that was about to change. Born in 1137 in Tikrit, Saladin was not raised as a warrior first. He was trained as an administrator, religious scholar, and military advisor in Nur ad-Din's court. He studied Sunni Islamic law, learned diplomacy, and served in military campaigns across Syria. When Egypt called for military support in 1164, Saladin traveled south under Nur ad-Din's banner. By 1169, after years of conflict and political intrigue, Saladin was appointed Vizier of Egypt, the most powerful position under the Fatimid Caliphate, and this is where his real work began. Saladin reorganized Egypt's tax system, securing steady revenue from trade along the Nile. He restructured the army, replacing unreliable Fatimid troops with loyal Sunni forces. He secured Egypt's borders, negotiated trade routes, and won the trust of merchants and scholars alike. By 1171, Saladin made his move, ending Fatimid rule and declaring loyalty to the Abbasid Caliphate in Baghdad. Egypt was now Sunni once again, and Saladin ruled not as a puppet of Nur ad-Din, but as a rising power in his own right. From their fortresses in Jerusalem and Tripoli, the Templars monitored Saladin's rise. They sent spies and diplomats to gather intelligence. They reinforced their coastal strongholds, preparing for any sign of military expansion. The Templars knew Egypt's wealth could fund new armies, and Saladin's loyalty to Sunni Islam could unify the Muslim world. But for now, the Templars remained cautious observers, unsure whether Saladin's ambitions would reach beyond Egypt. They knew only one thing for certain: their old advantage was slipping. As the 1170s came to an end, Saladin turned his eyes north, seeking to bring Syria under his control. And the Templars? They tightened their ranks, waiting for the storm they knew was coming. The next chapter would bring them face to face, but neither side was ready to make the first move just yet.